Afternoon, lads, ladies, pirates, players, all people behind the profile stats. It's time to put on the Mickey Mouse mic. So we put an efforts into our gameplay in Germans. Right, we always need to renew. We always need to renew our message in the bottom for Midoki. Right, what we need is Midoki. You see this? This is the Legendary Pirates Fort. And the trade ship will visit the island. And it's important that this trade ship, because look, other games have weekend sort of events and whatever, but we have a sort of a weekend event, but we can't do it because there's more that can be done, but for the players there's not much of an option. So what I suggest is the trade ship should allow you to say swap over. Say I got 167 useful caskets. I like to swap them. Yeah, I like to swap them for a possibility of gaining gems. I'd like to be able to use gems so that I can even get outfits. I can even get myself materials. It's important that the players can even work towards like maybe a dapper, even a tailored booty, do you understand? They could use the materials, allow the players to use the materials that are max level players. This video is for the max level players. Anyone that's got a silo full at 100%, we want to use our materials to swap over for other things that we want, whether it's EP, BP, whether it's gold, grog, whether it's outfits, whether it's materials, whether it's gems. We want to be able to use our materials towards gems. Instead of throwing them away, allow us to use it. And that's what this message is. This is a message in the bowl for every level of players that want this game to become better. It's simple, small things. It could be just a small update. If it is possible, please, Midoki, knock, knock, who's there gonna do? I'm coming straight in because you just answered the door. Because you said you were there. You just said, who's there? I don't know, I'm coming through, bro. So, Midoki, don't get me to send Chaz to you again. Chaz, Red Flag Fleet, this video is dedicated to you. Because the Red Flag Fleet is a guild, just like Judas, that's willing to take on smaller, newer players. They've lowered their pirate rank. They've lowered their wings of mercy towards players. They are allowing, and every guild that's above, and they're at 300. They're allowing smaller players to reach up easily. We've got Judas. There's 2 spots there, 100. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's guilds there. They're willing to do it for you. Go join them. And if you want to play a high level gameplay, go to Barefoot. Do you understand what I'm saying? Work with it. Make it work. Make it happen. There's so many paths that you could take in your gameplay journey. Check out Dead Man Chest. They're fantastic. They're legends. I'm telling you, they're all. Some have very high PR. So this one's here. They're coming down to 300. If I could get them to lower it to 100, you understand what I'm saying? Just allow the newer players to swim with the dolphins. These are all dolphin guilds. Yeah? These are all dolphin guilds, but they just need to lower their pyre rank. Look, 450. Bring it down to 150, you understand? New players will join. Just don't ask them funny questions, you know? Castaway Cove, you're always closed. It's so good. But you've got space there. So allow the smaller fish to swim with the dolphins. Instead, they're going to go to the sharks. And it's game over, you know what I'm saying? We want to swim to the sharks. What are you going to do then? Yeah, so we need to work towards a betterment. Midoki, knock knock, Midoki, this the video is for you. Please, we just like to use our silo because the trade ship is something that can trade. So we'd like just to use our materials towards gems, towards outfits. And I'm sure even Monkey Donkey, many other Sea Witch, Heat Miser, anyone would agree. Agree with Unique Rebel. Agree with the betterment. Only work towards what's better for the players, the real people behind the profile stats. We're just chucking all our materials into the sea. Instead, we can just swap it over for a 0.1. You see what I'm saying? Like, look, like, say for instance, it's like an outfit. So even to get gems or whatever, it's like a bar. There's no bar than this one. That's a really good. There's no one, none of that one either. What the monk? Can you see the bar underneath? So it fills up like a bar of materials, and you can just claim gems or whatever you want. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway, that's what I'm trying to bring to you. That's what I'm trying to sing to you. I'm trying to communicate to you, all those that be worthy and more. Allow the unique rebel to take the first shot, to her first bullet. My grandfather fought in the World War, and this is who I really am. So our families came over. I was born here in England. So my grandfather was from Pakistan. It's important that you know who I am and where I'm from, the origins, because your children could be watching these videos. It's important for you to know. So as I was raised here, I was always playing outside. So I was like a child that was connected with nature. And there's a tree across the road. That's my first toy, was a tree. And I was swinging its branches. So there's a lot of connection. Little birds would fall out the tree. And I'd pick them up, take them across the road to my house. My grandma would be there. I would try to keep them alive. When they would die, I would cry. My uncle would come home from his break. He would just try to help me to keep them alive. And the connection was there between the trees and the birds and the babies. And, like from the young age, it's just there within you. So what I'm trying to say is, like, we should just have open wallets, We should be able to, like, help one another. In this game, we could just pass materials around, you understand? That's what the trade ship should be. This video is dedicated to the Red Flag Fleet because it's important that I appreciate everything that I've only become what I've become because of people like Cutthroat Christie and so many others that have helped me across the waves, across the grid lines, the squid lines, across the time, the reality that we see today, that we experience, is something that, with the right type of an approach of understanding, is important that we do justice. It's important that when I find something out, I share it. If I know something that will help you, I say it. I do it because I care. I care because you do. I am here because you chose for me to be. Planet Pirates is the people that play the game. Spirituality is a reality key factor. Look, end of life, end of game comes for all. Living and its existence is all that matters. The timeline that we've been sent, whichever sorting office that we came from, this person's going to become a boy, this one's going to become a girl, this one's going to come from this part of the world, that one's going to come that part of the world. Everyone's going to get a fair chance to live. Everyone that is allowed to be able to live and breathe will go for it. So the spirituality is a reality key factor. Look, death comes to all. Living and its existence is all that matters. So wherever we came from, the body's a choices, experience, approach. It's about the physical and intention. It's about the ability. And it's about the mindset. So is your body physically willing and able to do it? And do you have the right intentions in mind and heart? That you're doing it for a reason? Because you want an outcome. To create a sound heart is all about what your physical side and your intentions are all about. The realization is the key to unknown level of progress. For synchronizing thinking, we can together bring a betterment to this game. We can together work with Midoki and not against. Every player on the Discords is trying their own path to make things happen. I'm not in a position to judge anybody, whether they be low level, high level, small pH, high pH, whether you have a perk percentage over 30, or whether you have donations closing to 500k. Every player is a real person behind the profile stats. Every player has a right to exist, and it's important that we work together, bring the enjoyment in gameplay. Either you come down to smaller guilds and help to get them up between your guild events, or either you allow them into your guilds, allow them into your hearts, your homes, Do it for not yourself, but do it for the ones that be worthy in your guilds, that been there, supporting your perks, supporting your troop donations, the ones that have been up different times of the day and night trying to win the rumbles, the ones that have been spending gems. If the captain was able to see which player has been using how many gems to help them, that captain would appreciate that player much more. And you know that powder monkey always rules. And even if you have got a QM that doesn't spend no gems, the powder monkeys might be spending more. The captain has a right to know. The materials have a right to be traded fairly over the weekends without piracy upon our gameplay. So I wish you all well, wherever you may be. Keep smiling, keep shining, keep rising for the gameplay enjoyments, but most importantly, in real life. Gotta have a new patosh.